Chapter 788. The layout of the second floor was exactly the same as the third floor. There were 3 rooms on each floor and 2 of it were large bedrooms with 2 smaller bedrooms. The large bedroom was similar to a suite with a living area outside and a bathroom inside. Alex and Emma naturally chose this bedroom. After that, they decided to give the bedroom next to them to Mia. There was another room on the second floor and Emma planned to turn it into her study room. She often had to do design drawings and construction plans for her company, and she needed a room where she could do all of her work. Alex and Emma looked around the bedroom. At this time, Alex deliberately asked Emma, "My dear wife, the bed that we've bought for the room is about 2 meters wide, right?" "Yes," Emma nodded before she said, "since the bedroom is so big, it wouldn't look nice if we choose a smaller bed." Alex chuckled before she said, "Then, wouldn't it be a little too big for you to sleep on the 2-meter-wide bed all by yourself?" Emma understood the meaning behind his words immediately. Her face flushed red immediately and she asked in a low voice, "What do you mean by that?" Alex smiled before he replied, "My dear wife, don't you understand what I'm trying to tell you? I've been sleeping on the floor for the past 3 years. Don't you think that it's time for me to be upgraded?" Emma was very embarrassed and she quickly asked, "What do you mean by that? I don't understand what you were trying to say." Alex hurriedly replied, "I mean that I would like to be upgraded from sleeping on the floor to sleeping on the bed." Emma blushed before she said, "No one said that you aren't allowed to be upgraded anyway. There was also this one time where I asked you if it was cold for you to sleep on the floor and you told me that it wasn't cold at all. Who else can you blame for that?" Alex raised his brows immediately when he heard Emma's words. After that, he said, "My dear wife, I'll officially upgrade myself as soon as we move into our new villa, okay?" Emma felt very shy and she quickly replied, "It's up to you." After that, Emma hurried out of the bedroom. Alex felt very happy at this time. It seemed as though it was finally time for him to prove himself after sleeping on the floor for more than 3 years. Later that afternoon, the people from the furniture company drove several trucks full of furniture over to the villa to deliver all of their furniture and home appliances to them. They had fully equipped 2 bedrooms on the second floor and third floor and also an additional study room on the second floor. All of the furniture and home appliances were already in place after one afternoon. At this time, they only needed some pots and pans, bedding, pillows, and some other daily necessities before they would be able to move in directly. Elaine lay on her new bed and rolled around excitedly as she said to Trump, "I'm planning to sleep here tonight. I'm not leaving this place today." Trump frowned before he asked, "How can we possibly live here tonight? There's no bedding, pillows, or toiletries at all." Elaine said, "I'm going to stay here anyway. I don't want to go back to that broken house anymore." Trump replied Elaine with a look of disgust on his face, "Well, you can just live here tonight if you want to. Anyway, I'm going back to our own house to sleep tonight. After that, I'll pack up all my belongings before I move into this villa officially. If you don't want to go home with us, then you can just stay here alone tonight." Elaine thought about it for a moment. Since they did not even have any beddings or quilts here, she could only reply, "Fine. We'll just go home together and pack up all of our belongings tonight. After that, we can move into the villa together." At this time, Elaine deliberately asked, "How much money do we still have in our family's savings?" Trump replied, "Why are you asking me about the money?" Elaine replied, "I'm simply asking you about it because I'm curious." "Can I ask you about it?" Trump replied, "We have about $10,000 left in our family's savings. However, I'm warning you not to have any funny ideas about this money. If you want to spend any money in the future, you can go out and earn the money on your own. Otherwise, you can eat and live for free in this villa, but we won't give you any more money to spend outside." As soon as Elaine heard Trump's words, she could no longer suppress the anger that she was feeling inside. She blurted out, "Trump Richard, do you really think that you're that great? It seems as though you've been getting more and more arrogant in the past few days. Trump replied in a cold voice, "Don't forget that you've already lost more than $2 million from our family's savings. I'm already being very kind to you." Elaine scolded, "Don't you dare use that against me now. I have not settled the score with you yet. You actually dare to change your cell phone password to Nataria's birthday. I really hadn't expected you to do something like this. We've already been married for more than 20 years and I even gave birth to your child for you. How could you still be thinking about that vixen at a time like this? What are you hoping for? Are you secretly hoping that you can still get together with that vixen?"